Then smooth the edges out with a gummy stone. Make sure there's no nicks that'll catch the edges at the bottom side of the iron. You just want to lie it flat against the board. Run along that edge. This isn't an edge tuning. This is just a clean up. You see here, it's quite rusty, so just going to polish that edge. Get it nice and clean. Okay, so that's all the bases gummy stoned. This is the worst base. It's really starting to dry out around the edges. Let's see if we can get some wax into this and get it looking nice again. Okay, I've got my iron. I've just got a regular iron. They say you shouldn't use one, but it's all I've got, and I've got some butter wax. So I'm going to melt this on and see if we can't get this base looking a little bit better. So I'm going to just strip the wax all over the base. Now don't get too worried about covering everything yet. Just get a decent amount of wax on there, and you can always add more. We're just going to melt this in, get a nice even coating. Work it into those areas where the base is a little dry. You just work that in. You'll see it's starting to penetrate. The trick is not work in one place too long. Keep the iron moving, keep the wax melting. Want a nice even thinnish coat, because remember, what you put on you have to scrape off, so don't put too much, and you can always add more if you think you need it. Okay, you can see I've got that lovely wax deep into those pores now, and this base is looking lovely again. Now normally I would scrape all this off, ready to board, but I've got 5 more boards to wax, and this one, being a bit old and a bit dry, I'm just going to leave the excess wax on over the summer and scrape it off in winter, and then I'll probably re-wax it again, but just before using it. But you can see the difference before and after. This base really is lovely again. So now it's just a case of repeating this on all of my boards. So I did a little time lapse here, because no one wants to see that. It's quite repetitive. One of the boards there does have its bindings on. They do say you should take your bindings off when you're waxing before scraping. Now I just need to scrape off all the excess wax, make it nice and smooth. So I hold the scraper at a 45-degree angle and move gently across the board as you move from one end to the other. Once you've removed the bulk of the wax, use the wide edge of your scraper and run from tip to tip. Once you've removed all the excess wax, it should look nice and smooth. Now this is a brand new board, so the base is immaculate. Should you wax a brand new board? Normally I'd say ride it once, but this has been in the cellophane for 2 years, so I'm giving it a wax. When you've removed the excess wax, it's time for a polishing, first with a wire brush and then a nylon brush. Now it's important to maintain a tip to tail motion. Slowly move across the board. And then finally give it a polish with the nylon brush. Again, from tip to tip. And you should end up with a beautiful, smooth finish. Ready to be put away for the summer, ready for next season.